Today, we're jumping back into Batomon Showdown, and we actually broke the game in a bad way. This started very rough, but we ended up hitting more than 10,000 poison in a single second, and honestly, it could have even been more than that. But let's dive in and see the craziness. We got ourselves a new character, the Chemist. Your toxic monsters have +1 poison when any monster levels up to 3, double its effect. Well, I'm going to be taking that, and we're going to be trying to go for a poison type team today. Not a single poison type in our freaking verse shop, so I'm going to reroll. I'm going to take the free reroll, and we're going to use it straight away. We do finally get one, and it's a Venom Pup. Now, honestly, we can't buy anyone else, so we're going to lose our first rounds. And I'm going to keep rolling, wasting all our golds, so we can try to find ourselves some poison types. Now, maybe we should have taken a bunch of monsters in the first round, but, I mean, we spent a lot of gold rolling. However, we're going to try to make this Venom team work. So, we'll see how it pans out for us, because you're going to have a multicast and freaking healer. This poison is going to be stacking up, but it is kind of slow. It's going to be a long fight, but this guy's going to get 20 damage per cast and 30 damage every 4 seconds. We could be in trouble. Now, that poison is compounding. And it is kind of looking dangerous, and we still won with a single Venom Puff. Genuinely, not what I expected, but we got our first victory, and I'm not complaining. Let's grab a second Venom Puff. I'm tempted to grab ourselves a Muscle Log for a tiny bit of heals. That I'm going to take, along with a triplet. Then let's move on straight away. So now we got some heals to let our poison do the damage as well. That's going to be nice. We are facing a youngster who did have their ability changed, but they don't have 300 more HP. They get some more free rerolls, I'm pretty sure. Something like that anyways. Kind of like what the rich lady had before. Our opponent is stacking up burns and poison. But our poison along with our Muscle Log, we should be able to scale up our heals and also deal some big damage. It's a nice combo between the Muscle Log and the poison guys. That's for sure. Because we want to survive, stack up these debuffs and scale up our damage. Now, as you wade through the forest, you stumble upon a berry bush. In the bush is a peculiar rainbow. We can get more HP, one that's going to give us a bunch of damage for each unique typing, or get 20 gold early. I'm going to take the 200 HP. We need time to stall out. Now, we'll take that, and I'm going to use a free roll immediately. Spinari's a poison dude, so I'm going to take it, and that's a level up I do want to grab. I'm going to sell our triplet to pretty much grab this guy. We lose out in 2 mons, but a level 2 version of this guy is going to be awesome for us. We can get additional trinket, reduce the cooldown of monsters in your shop, which I'm definitely going to take. So that's going to go down to 2.4 from 2.5. It's going to be significant in the long run, but we got a Ventron. Take the extra Spinari in the next rounds, but we haven't leveled up a single poison guy just yet. We are facing a chef who is going to be all about fire types. He's going to give fire typing to any mono type Batomon, which is a bug usually, but then gets fire, and they've dealt some big damage. Look how we bring it back. Now the good thing about poison is we ignore armor. So you can scale up all those shields you want. Never mind, we got smashed over. Yeah, the burn really just smashes over. And at least we got a Spinari, let's reroll. We got some level ups right now. Hell yeah, let's take it. Now what you got for this? Get additional trinket, reduce the cooldown of monsters in your shop. I'm going to keep taking it. And that's a 3-second Venosect now. Venom Puff. And I'm going to keep going with that cooldown. And we could gamble a little bit, but I don't really want to. I'm going to reroll once to try and get ourselves a green chip. We're going to lock the shop because I want to go for this level 3 Venom Pup. But now we've only got 3 mons once again. You know, is that going to be good enough? Because we are facing a rich lady who is going to have increased shop rank, which means more uncommons. And holy moly, this is a team I want to go for really badly. Craighorn with Bruins, so they get crazy amounts of items. Yeah, that's going to be a super fun build. Now that's just a lot of stack and poison. It's actually an insane amount of poison, isn't it? It is still pretty darn slow. But our Muscle Log genuinely keep this in it with that little bit of heals. And honestly, that extra max HP coming in awesome as well. But we got our third victory. We're going to have 7 more to go. Now that's Craighorn. But let's take our Venom Puff. From a 3-second to 2.6. Yeah, this is looking really awesome for us. Now, Dirge Fin does get rid of commons, which would be terrible for us. We got ourselves a Red Guy, which I'm going to take, lose a life, so we can get some more monies. Nox Nimbus on cast gives adjacent poison allies +2 poison. Yeah, I want to grab you. And Shogopede? And early Galvanine? This guy's kind of correct. But 2 Shogopedes, I'm going to want to take 2. So I'm going to put our fastest casters on our Nox Nimbus. So, like our Spinari, Venom Puff, and this Venom Puff. We are going to move on with this. Now, we really do want to grab ourselves a level 3 version as well, to get that effect as well. But we are facing a lucky girl who is going to have some shiny shenanigans, and holy shenanigans, that is shenanigans. Shenanigans. That's going to have big explosions, And he's not going to be knocked out. And they're going to be reducing that cooldown even more as well. So we might not be able to survive this. We are compounding up our poison though. And it's starting to deal some big damage. And you know what? We almost won it. That was kind of insane. But we do lose 3 lives because of that. Now, as you stroll to the forest, a blue fairy monster emerges from a nearby pond. The fairy says it will grant you a wish. Well, I kind of want to take the extra gold. So Wish Wash gives us trinkets. And honestly, this will be great. I mean, this will be great because we can get ourselves Black Sludge, which increases our poison from it. But I'm going to take the extra monies because I want to keep our shop rank low at the moment. Now, 2 Shogapedes. I do want to grab. We're going to roll again. That's a level 3, which, say goodbye to you. We're taking this level 3 immediately. Now, anything to do with reduced cooldown, I'm going to take. Anything else, I'm going to take additional trinket. And a free reroll. Wait. What's this poison shop? Multicast and Aristobat. A Torntail with permanent scaling if you want that. Farmer Queen to reduce the cooldown on her Spinaris. And a Puffloon who just inflicts a lot of poison. Kind of a crazy insane shop, isn't it? Yeah, let's lock it. Let's keep going. I'm not sure if we do want to grab Farmer Queen. We probably want to grab ourselves that Puffloon so we can inflict a turbo amount of poison as well. What you got for this Bookcatcher? You got a Galvanite with a Dracona, as well as a super strong Guardian Ants. It's going to be a lot of damage. We really need to stack up this poison faster. It's a bit of a problem for us, that's for sure. Poison is really, really slow right now. Definitely feels like it. We're down to 1 life, and we could be in trouble. Now, 2.5 second Aristobat. I gotta grab, because that's going to be so much more poison. Now, instead of grabbing these guys, the permanent scaler, I don't really want a Mystic Pearl on our Puffloon I'm going to take, and I'm going to keep re-rolling. Now, you scale up permanent poison. You're so slow, man. I don't know if we can really put you in, because we're already so much lives behind. Now, do we sell our Musclog to grab ourselves another freaking Puffloon? I think I'm going to take it. The question is, you don't trigger on each other, right? There's no freaking way that you do it, because that's going to be infinite. We kind of want to have it this way. Yeah, it makes sense to me. So you're going to be healing and you're going to be inflicting poison. So I kind of wish we could scale up the heals on our Puffloon. But this should hopefully potentially give us some chance to survive. Because it also inflicts poison as well. And you also apply a lot of poison to your multicast, and we're stacking up way faster poison. Definitely so. But our opponent is healing through every bit of it, which is a bit scary. That's 500 poison. It's going to be a lot of poison stacking, but it's still not enough, man. Poison is seeming kind of tough to me. You've lost 3 lives. And we did grab ourselves an additional trinket, didn't we? So I'm going to take the super rare trinket. The HP would have been nice, but I'm going to take the super rare trinket. What you got for this: when you buy monster level up, destroy it. Your top middle monster has 30% reduced cooldown. Reduced cooldown of monster's inner shop. I'm going to take reduced cooldown of monster's inner shop. And we got ourselves a Cobra. Now that's 60% reduced cooldown. So this guy's going to be nuts. Yep. A 3.5 second cooldown. This relic was crazy. Also, we have a crazy team right now. Definitely so. Any of these guys, probably not. Level up on Aristobat, definitely want to grab. But whenever an ally inflicts poison, charges by 1, and that's 302 poison by the way. So we might have solved our team. Also 1.8 second Spinari. Which honestly, might be better than a Shokabid. Even though it's a little bit less poison, this is amazing. We got a super lucky getting this Cobrex. And also a super rare trinket too. Definitely so, because that is usually like a 9 second cooldown, or at least an 8 second cooldown. But the fact that this is going to charge up, it's going to be infinite poison. Yeah, look at this poison stack up. Holy moly. Yeah, poison's not slow anymore. I think we just cracked the game. 1000%. So you explore deep in the woods and find a statue. We can grab ourselves a grass type with Dridle, which could be kind of nice as well. We can grab ourselves Mysterious Gem, which gives us 20% damage or gain max HP. I'm going to take the max HP, just so we don't get burst down immediately. Aristobat, let's level you up. Now you are going to have more multicast, which is more awesome. When a monster levels up, reduces cooldown by 15%. This would be extremely tempting. This would destroy us immediately. I mean, if you had a safety net of the Mystery Trainer, I would grab this and give that to a Cobrex. That would be nuts for us. Outside of that, yeah, it's not going to be great. Now, getting the cooldown, if we get that on a Cobrex, that'd be nice. But I'm going to get 2 additional copies of our next trinket. I think that's going to be really, really fantastic. Purple Chip, I'm going to take that because that's going to be so much more monies. Dirge Fin, don't really care too much about. Aristobat, level up. I think we're probably going to give up on our Shogapede. And prioritize Aristobat. Oh no, that's a Cobrex. Wait, how's this guy 3.5 then? This guy is 8.4. Well, either way, we are going to be moving on. 1.2 cooldown on Aristobat. Now this Monster Ranger, what are you gonna have? You're gonna have some sort of crazy team. Cobrex as well with multicast. But an 18-second cooldown on this. Yeah, definitely smashing out. This Cobrex has broke the game. Definitely broke the game. Yeah, 3.5-second cooldown. Exactly what I was talking about. Now, we really want to level this guy up, but I'm going to take a level 3. Breaking Bat. If push comes to shove. And we're taking it. But the level up in this guy would give us a crazy trinket and get a double trinket at that. Wait. Monster's cooldown. Abilities affect all adjacent allies. I mean, that's insane, but 2 more additional trinkets. Under Cobrex. I gotta take it. I gotta go for the greed. So, the next level up I want to get is Cobrex alone. Can we find it? Yep, we can definitely find it. Let's level up in the next shop. Also, do we want to add you in? I mean, do we even really want Nox Nimbus? Probably not, right? 2 Cobrex is probably going to be better. Definitely so. This guy does give us some skilling, but why would he need skilling when we have literally a 3-second, 300 poison? It's going to be even more insane. Yeah, look at this. Look at this poison. Holy moly, that's crazy poison. Yep, that's 4 more victories to go. We got a 6th victory. Hell yeah. Let's do this level up. And we're going to get 4 of these trinkets, by the way. Your top middle monster has multicast. Yeah, we're probably going to take this. You have 10 damage for each trinket you have. When you cast, gain 20 damage. I'm taking this. 8 multicast Puffloon. Or an 8 multicast Cobrex. 8 multicast Cobrex. 8 multicast is nuts. That's the greed I was talking about. Yeah, I'm going to keep rerolling. Golden ticket. I'm going to take it. Another Cobrex. We're going to be locking that instantly. And do you want our Nox Nimbus, who is going to be 3.4 seconds, or Spinari 2 trigger Puffloon? Probably this, right? Now, I wonder how this actually works, because we charge you up, then you activate, then you activate, then you yeah, this is going to be the combo of dreams. 8 multicast Cobrex. Is there really going to be a way that they're going to survive this? Because you have a 1-second cooldown as well, this bat. Yeah, we just explode poison. 8,000 poison in 2 seconds. Yeah, we found another freaking broken combo. And all stem from trinkets, most of all. But is there anything else you want? Purple chip. I'm going to take that. Actually, that should be a lot of gold for us to try and get our level up. If we do manage to win next round. And honestly, we spread this guy up so much from 8 seconds. That's kind of nuts as well. But I'm going to keep rolling. Permanent skilling could be nice as well, but we don't care too much about that anymore. There's anything else? Saberhorn from multicast. We probably won't be able to get the activate the effects. Level 2 Puffloon. I'm going to take it. We're going to take it. What you got for us? Bug monsters cost 3 less. Gain 10 gold for each money you have at the end of the day, or 20 damage. I'm going to lock him, but I'm going to put in his Cobrex once again. But let's get finished on once again as well. Now what you got for us? This guy is a new guy. He's going to have some sort of shock shenanigans. And yeah, this guy going to explode, dealing more and more shock. But that's 10,000 poison. Yep, 10,000 poison in mere seconds. All he can really do is scale up max life. But that's all he really can do, because poison goes through shields. Rare candy? I mean, that's a level 3 Cobrex. I'm going to take it. Wait, we get to keep our other Cobrex. There's no freaking way. Also, this guy gains damage. And he's faster than Spinari. He's going to get damage based on how much poison's on our opponents. I actually can't believe we can keep this Cobrex with that rare candy play. I mean, this has been the luckiest run I think I've ever played of this game. Like, genuinely. Now, if we get a Humongous upgrade again, that's going to be insane for us. So, goodbye, Spinari. You've done us well, that's for sure, and that's your Humongous upgrade. Well, let's get going once again. 900 times 8 poison. Yeah, it's nuts. Now, we could have just tried to level up so we got a big trinket. But I mean, a level 3 version is just insane. And look at this. It's so much poison that the game struggled to keep up with it. And my PC too. But 14,000 poison with a 14,000 Humongous. If our poison doesn't kill him, our Humongous is going to smash him. Either way, we're getting that upgrade. And what you got for us this time around? Blind monsters have multicast. Well, that's on our bat. Your top end monster has reduced cooldown. I mean, I gotta take it, right? A 1-second Cobrex. We actually got this guy down from 18 seconds, by the way. 18-second cooldown to 1-second cooldown. Which means whenever you activate, you're gonna activate. And there's no real upgrades to do in a get. Golden ticket. We won't be able to see any more Cobrex since we level them up to 3. None of these guys, none of those. Honestly, should we just wait? What am I doing? I'm missing all the Humunguses. But it's either win or lose right now, isn't it? Wait, that's literally a level 3 version. Well, we're gonna lock the shop. We could sell our Venom Puff for it, but I don't think it's gonna be too crazy or too good to actually do it. You have a 1 second cooldown. Now you apply a lot of poison. But if we add you in, right, you're actually faster. And you also deal more damage. We lose our level 3 effect, but honestly, is that even that great? Wait, your toxic monsters are plus 8 poison. Wait, this actually goes up and up. Am I dumb? I must be dumb. That's an insane amount of poison stacking. Chemist is nuts. 23 poison. I mean, it is a lot of poison, right? But again, that's just so much more damage. If I sell you, we can grab another one. But I don't really want to get the level 3 because then we're kind of missing a guy as well. However, let's move on with this. We should have a awesome potential win unless we get smashed over in the first second. If they can smash us over with a Battlestar team, well, maybe he's going to do some big damage. And never mind. Our poison just smashed them out completely. And that's that. We got our 10 victories with an insanely powerful broken poison team. And we get our 10 badges and we're the Batomon champion. But anyways, I'm going to leave you here for now. Just want to say thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to leave a like, comment, or even subscribing. And I hope to keep it going for the next one. I'll see you next time.